Well, good morning. Today is Thursday, September 16th. Another beautiful walk. Gorgeous. Hopefully I can get this in before the people start up again. They're getting new gutters across the street. I started doing it over by the garage where I normally do it. I have a keypad on top of on the side of the garage to get into the garage door opener. So I usually put my phone on top of the keypad. But the people are a little bit within range, I guess, so you can hear all the banging. They've stopped for a little bit now since I've moved over here, but this is take 2 because the other one was too noisy. It really was. But today we have birthdays. Today is Michelle Marie's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michelle. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Giselle's birthday. So Giselle, I wouldn't forget you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Giselle. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great birthday. It's a beautiful day today. Oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. The skies are so blue. The bees are out and about. See, they love me. We had a storm the other day and my sign came down. It says, welcome to our home. I don't know what does it say. Oh, it says, welcome to our home. Every family has a story. Welcome to ours. But it's supposed to go up there between my 2 window planters. But it doesn't. It fell. And so Jim just got home yesterday. So add that to his honey-do list to rehang my sign. Anyway, like I said, I like to be outside. It's just gorgeous. It was a beautiful day for a walk. And I didn't walk as early as I normally do because I like to weigh at the same time every day. I weigh at 10:30 in the morning. And my walk usually takes me about a half hour, 40 minutes to get in. About between 40 and 45 minutes to walk the 2 miles. But I did weigh myself, and I had a loss of 2.4. So my total loss so far is 77.8. I am just so ecstatic about that. Oh, I hate when people do this. I hate when people do this. I'm going to try to angle it just so you can see as they're going by. Here they come. You can see how gorgeous the day is. I hate when people go for a ride of their bike and have their dog running beside them. It's just, I think it's cruel. I just think it's cruel. I mean, I know a dog likes to run, but do they want to run at a steady pace like that? I don't know. Am I wrong? If you're a dog owner, let me know. I had a dog, Riley. I've had 2 dogs in my life, but we've had 3 dogs. I had a dog when I was growing up. Her name was Bonnie. We had more than 3 dogs, and I'm thinking about it. I had a dog named Bonnie. My sister Mary had a dog named Odie. Oh, Denise had a dog named Teak. Oh, that was a vicious dog. She was not vicious, I shouldn't say that. It was a cockapoo. As vicious as a cockapoo could get. But people would come up and they'd say, oh, what a cute dog. And they'd go to pet her, and Denise always says, she bites. So, and then what else? She had Teak. Oh, and then she had Jake, which was a golden retriever. We had those 3 dogs. And then when my sister-in-law moved in with us, we had Baby Puppy. Baby Puppy was a hunting dog. And one day, the neighbor's pet rabbit got out and got into our yard, and Baby Puppy did what came naturally to her, and it was bad. So then we cleaned up the remains, and Johnny and Joey came over, and he says, our rabbit got out. Have you seen it? And we said, no, but we'll keep an eye out for it. We didn't want to tell them that the poor puppy, we just kept saying, well, maybe found another bunny, and they went off to Bunnyland or something. So they did get another bunny, and that bunny never got out. But we felt so bad because it was so deceitful not to tell them, but I just thought that they were so little, and it would have been so mind-crushing. It really was. But anyway, how did I get on that subject? Oh, so anyway, Christy had taken our dog Riley for a walk one time, and she was riding her bike, and when he came home, his pads of his paws were bloody because he had been running so hard, and Christy felt so bad, and I said, well, Chrissy, you didn't know that, you know. So she never did that. She always just took him for a walk after that. But she treated him like she was really taking good care of him and that. We did bring him to the vet. They said he was fine. You know, they didn't rip his paws. It was just kind of sore. So when I see people running with their dogs, it bothers me. But anyway, you got to see how beautiful the day was too. That worked out. That was a twofer. And what else? So when I'm going to go in, I got to go in and take a shower, because, as my nephew Steve would say, "You Mel that? What that Mel? That'd be me." Because it's hot out. It's not hot. It's nice. It's got a nice little breeze. But I got to do my meeting highlights still. I got to get that posted. Jim and I are going to go out to dinner tonight to the Texas Roadhouse. I am going to try to choose wisely. I have planned out what I'm going to have, which is still kind of high in points. But I think I'm going to use all of my weeklies today. And then get right back on track tomorrow. Because I'm not going to deprive myself. And I think that's one of the reasons I had such a good loss this week, is because I didn't deprive myself. I still had my Starbucks drinks. You know, I had things that I liked. And I had a 2.4 loss. So it's just what my theme is for today. Like I told you, when I get up in the morning, I lay in bed, I kind of think of what my theme is for the day. And my theme for this day is to change your thinking, which will change your life. My thinking in the past has always been, after I've had a 4.4 loss, you know what, next week I'm going to have a gain. And I always succeeded in that thought, because I went crazy eating, because I thought, well, I'm going to have a gain anyhow. I might as well do what I want. And I wanted to prove my mind thinking was wrong this week. And so I really, really tracked everything I ate. I didn't deprive myself. I did have the Starbucks drink. I do think I had something else during the week. I'm sure I did. I have to check my tracking. And I know a few days I was over points and a few days I was under points, but oh yeah, no, even that. We went to, I had the chocolate chip cookies on Saturday, but I traded off from the cheeseburger that I would have wanted. But you have to always start with the inside of your body to get the outside of the body to show the results. And by the inside of your body, I mean your mind. You have to convince yourself that you're going in the right direction. Whatever you tell your mind's going to believe. So when I told my mind in the past, when I was saying in my mind, you know what, next week I'm not going to have a loss, I succeeded. So this past week I told my mind, and was in my mindset, next week you're going to have a 1.2 loss. That was my goal for this week, a 1.2 loss. And to get on the scale and see the 2.4, I had to look, because I'm just in disbelief. I really am in disbelief. It was a shocker, because I got off the scale and got back on the scale. How many times have I done that when I gained weight? Who'd have thunk I'd do it when I know. People always ask why I say who'd have thunk. We always, my family, if some little kid, one of the kids when they were little came up with something, we always say that, like, you Mel that, what that Mel, you know. A prize instead of surprise was another one we say. Taking a shower, because when Christy used to take her shower, she used to always sing, I'm taking a shower. But anyway, we pick up on all these little sayings in my family, and we just run with them. And one of them is who'da thunk. Alyssa always said Amar instead of I am. Amar. So now we always say, you know, are you going to go to the store? Amar. We're not doing it viciously. We're just doing it in good humor. But we have so many family little sayings that if you ever hear me saying something, it's just something that my family says. If you haven't heard it out of anywhere else, you'll hear it when you're with my family. You definitely will. But try to change one thing today. And if you don't succeed in changing just one thing, then try tomorrow. Try another thing. And it doesn't necessarily have to be food related. It can be, you know, like, for me, spending. You know, like, do I really need to buy that type of thing? And my mindset is like, you know, I don't really need that. I did go a little crazy spending money this week. I went to BJ's to get my pantry supplies. I spent a little bit more than I wanted to spend there. Where else did I go? I went somewhere else. Oh, I went to Kohl's because I had some Kohl's cash and spent more than the Kohl's cash. That's how they get you. They give you the Kohl's cash knowing you're going to come back to spend that, and then you always spend more. And what else? And then they wisened up. They put it on a week when there's no specials going on. Because before you could save them all up, buy your stuff, and then get more Kohl's cash. They don't do that anymore. So But, mine was to try to not have berries every day. Although I do plan on having some berries today because they're kind of getting ready to turn, so I don't want to have to throw them away. So, but I'm trying to cut back a little bit on them. My thinking is that even though I eat so much fruit, it's better than all the donuts and pastries I used to have instead. I used to get cheese Danish. I love a cheese Danish, and when I worked, I always had a cheese Danish on my break. There was a little bakery by it, and it was like a really good cheese Danish. When I was getting my Starbucks the other day, they had cheese Danish in the display case, and I thought, you know what? I think I deserve a treat. I'm going to get a cheese Danish, and the world was looking out for me because of pandemics, not everything's in supply, like the demand and supply. And she says, I'm really sorry we don't have that. And she says, and that's just a display. Well, I could look at that and know that wasn't like a fresh cheese Danish. But I said, oh, okay. I said, I didn't really need it anyhow. And I really didn't. The drink was more than enough. And always remember that your thoughts are going to define how you feel about things. It's just, if you think you're not worthy, then you're not worthy. If you think that you're useless, then you're useless. But if you think, you know what, I go around in life thinking that people are going to take me for who I am. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. I have plenty of friends in my life. I have plenty of people that don't like me either. So, I mean, it's just the way it works. It's just, you just go with what you have, and that's all you can do. And if you never change your thoughts, you're never going to change. My thought, like I told you, you follow a good loss with a gain. No, I changed that thought, and I had another great loss. So, all right, let's go in and take a shower, because you smell that, I smell it. I want that smell. And then I can sing, taking a shower. All right. Am I going in the house now? I'm are. Talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, for breakfast, we're going to have our usual. Today is Thursday, September 16th. My quote is, if you can't get rid of our bad habits until we change our thinking. I'm going to have some egg, berries, banana, and tea for 0 points, a half of a Thomas Everything bagel for 4 points, 1 tablespoon of Jif peanut butter for 3 points, and some private selection bacon for 3 points. It's a 10-point breakfast. We are going out to the Texas Roadhouse for dinner. I'm going to have a strip steak for 10 points, a baked potato for 13, a salad for 6, and a roll without butter for 3. I'm going to have an iced tea. So I'm going to take my 20, which leaves my total for the day at 42 points. So I'm going to take 23 for my dailies and 19 of my weeklies. So of my weeklies, then I will have, 23 points left. So anyway, let's go eat breakfast. Well, you know how when you wanted to film your child when they were like taking their first steps or saying their first words or something like that, and you get the camera out and you're all set, you're ready to film? I have a lovebird or a dove that I feed them in that tree over there. And I filled that up the day before yesterday, and yesterday morning it was completely empty. So I filled it up again yesterday, and I looked at it this morning, it's completely empty. So I had some other stuff to do because we're closing our pool. It doesn't seem possible, but we're already closing our pool. So I had to put the chemicals in there. And then I came in the house and I was getting ready to get the bird food to fill the feeder up again. And the phone rang, and I got busy doing that. And then I completely forgot till I sat down here because I'm reading my book again. I'm outside in my happy place. This dove keeps flying around, going, whatever they do. I can't do a bird imitation. But anyway, it's like it's telling me, my feeder is empty. My feeder is empty. So I wanted to film the bird talking to me, and it flew away. Silly bird. I thought of another thing. Jimmy, when he was little, couldn't say Mickey Mouse. He sang the Mickey Mouse theme song, but he'd always go M-I-C-K-K-Y, M-O-U-S-E, instead of K-E-Y, K-K-Y. So every time we talk about Mickey Mouse, we always go K-K-Y. Another little thing with my families that we say. If I think of them as we're going along, I'll include them. In a couple of weeks or days time, I'll just throw one in, and people new to my channel, they'll think, what was she saying about that? So Jim's home. He's cutting the lawn because he likes to have the long weekend, but he's working tomorrow. He usually doesn't work on Fridays, but they had a shortage and they asked him if he would work, and he said he would. So, and I put that little cartoon in about the reading because, geez, if that was the case, I'd be like as thin as a rail for as much reading as I do. But such is life. That doesn't happen. So, well, if the bird does come back, I'll try once again. Oh, look, I got a bald spot there. Just noticed that. I don't really care. Just kind of looked at my mind. And now I see the gray hair is coming into fashion. I was fashionable before I knew it. That's enough. Okay, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, the reason I got glasses because my kids said they wouldn't know me looking like this, because that's who we are. But see the sides of these, what I like about it? It's plastic. And it bends really easy, so it doesn't hurt me in the back of my ears, because I have a weird shaped head. So it's kind of hard to do the glasses. But pretty cool, you know. Little things like that make me happy. Well, we ended up not going out to eat dinner tonight because David called and wanted to go look for a truck. So instead of going out to eat, we went truck shopping, and he saw a truck that he liked, but it's a 2021. I think it's a little bit out of his price range. He can afford the payments, but he's only 20, so I don't know that it's going to get approved. So they're going to do the paperwork, and we're going to find out tomorrow at around 10 o'clock if it was approved or not. So say some prayers that it goes through for David. I hope so, because he works so hard, and he really deserves this. He really does. But anyway, so when we got home, I had a bowl of watermelon, a ham and cheese sandwich on my bread, and a glass of iced tea. And then what else did I have? I had a sugar-free pudding for dessert. So that was 4, 6. The tea was 0, 8. Right? 4, 5, 6. A 9-point dinner. So it'd have been 10. But anyway, stayed within my points. That's all that matters. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, and share it if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.